Hey there, I'm Bex and welcome to the channel. In this week's video, and of course in honour of World Watercolour Month, I will be sharing my process of painting this beautiful landscape with you guys. First of all though, I want to give a massive shout out to the Krakens Mark for kindly reminding me that World Watercolour Month was this month, July, because I had completely forgotten, and although I have not been able to complete a painting every day of the month, I have done a good number of watercolour paintings, more so than I would usually do. I've had a lot of fun doing it, so thank you so much for reminding me. You are a legend. Anyway, let's get on and talk a little bit about this place, why I decided to paint it, and a little bit about the history of it, I guess. This is a little different from my usual videos, but I thought it would be interesting to try something new. Let me know what you think. So, as many of you already know, I have been pretty much stuck in the house since the very start of the pandemic. I am on immunosuppressant medication, so basically my immune system is about as good as an 80-year-old person's, which is not good when you're like in your 20s. Not ideal. But yeah, a lot of painting, making videos and all that fun stuff has kept me really entertained, and I'm loving what I'm doing, so thank you guys very much for watching, I appreciate it. I basically haven't been anywhere, and I have been really enjoying revisiting my old holidays by painting photographs that were taken on them and, you know, just reminiscing about the good times, the before times, and looking forward to the future when things are a little bit safer to go out and about again. This particular reference photo that I picked out was taken on a trip to Lochinver with a couple of my best friends and my amazing partner. We had so much fun. There is literally nothing to do in Lochinver. There is like one pub, I think, and that's about it, and it is in the middle of fucking nowhere, so basically there's a lot of wildlife, it's very pretty, there's like no light pollution, it's right on the sea, it's gorgeous, I loved it, and we basically just got really drunk for a whole week and had a dang good time. I think my favourite thing about this holiday was all of the wildlife that we got to see. We got to see lots of seals and deer. I made friends with a deer, called him Elvis, he's so dang cute. Here's a picture of Elvis, oh my gosh. He let me clap him, like, oh, I love that deer so much, he is the boss. This particular reference picture was taken on the northwest coast of the Scottish Highlands. The bridge is called Kylesku Bridge. I have no idea if that's how to pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it, so as far as I'm concerned, that's right and it's fine, and that's what we're going with. And it's this big concrete, like, curved bridge. I just thought it was really pretty, and with the rolling hills in the background and the overcast sky, it just seemed like the perfect Scottish landscape. This photo was taken on a typically windy Scottish day, which I love. I love mild, windy, overcast weather. It is the bomb. Fuck your sunshine. Let's talk a little about the location. I found this really interesting when I looked it up. I am a bit of a nerd, so bear with me if you're not interested in this kind of stuff, because I get it, but it's pretty dang cool. So this bridge crosses the Lochinver, and I'm not going to try and pronounce the Gaelic for that because I have no fucking idea how to speak Gaelic or pronounce anything. But you know, if you guys are on Twitter or anything, anyone knows how to pronounce this location in Gaelic, hit me up, I'd love to hear it. And this was actually the site, the loch was the site of a World War II mini submarine training base, and it was called Port HHZ. Here the training for Operation Source took place, and Operation Source was basically a plan to sink the German battleship, I'm gonna mess this up, Tirpitz. Tirpitz. What is wrong with me? Oh, yeah, so basically it was a training ground for mini submarines to sink this big ass German battleship. I think it was the biggest battleship built by a European navy. I don't know if that's still the case, but that's quite cool. So the training for Operation Source took place at the loch. Operation Source was a success, so you could call it a success. Not a resounding success, but a success. 10 of these mini submarines were involved in the operation, but only 3 managed to actually breach Tirpitz's this is getting harder defences. 2 of these mini submarines managed to successfully lay their powerful 2-ton mines underneath the German battleship. That's what I'm going to call it now, the German battleship, because it's easier. And caused significant damage to the warship. There were several other attacks on the ship, however, before it was destroyed by a fleet of Lancaster bombers on the 12th of November in 1944. Basically, Operation Source was like one of the first attacks on this German warship, but there was a bunch of other attacks on it. It kind of remained in a state of repair, I think, between the first bunch of attacks and its final end, never really achieving much for the Nazis, so that's good because we don't like the Nazis. But anyway, this all happened before the construction of Kylesku Bridge, and yeah, the nerd in me just found the history of the law really interesting. Kylesku Bridge was actually constructed, well, it started construction in 1982 and the construction was completed in 1984, and now it's a road and it's really pretty, and it's kind of designed in such a way that it doesn't detract from the rest of the landscape. The particular kind of roads in this area in the northwest of Scotland are just gorgeous. Like, if you ever visit Scotland, go and check them out. Like, just go drive up north. I hate the car. I am so scared of the freaking car, but my god, for the views and the scenery alone, it is absolutely worth it, like 100%. Okay, let's talk a little about what I'm actually painting. I think the only significantly different thing that I've done in this painting compared to my other watercolours is I basically rigged my watercolour paper onto a wooden board, and I have some command strips on my easel so that I can rotate the wooden board and control the flow of water by using our best friend gravity. And this has been a really fun technique that I'm enjoying messing about with, and I do plan on making a full video about different ways to use this technique and how I am incorporating it in my work, but I would say that this is quite an experimental phase at the moment, so I want to practice a little bit more before I go too deep into it. Anyway guys, really happy World Watercolour Month to you all. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this really weird and kind of stupid video. But I love making these for you guys. I'm in a really silly mood today. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm having fun recording voiceovers, which is weird because normally I'm terrified of them. And I love you guys. I will be making more videos soon, and if you've enjoyed the video, consider hitting that subscribe button because it really helps me and you're awesome. And if you happen to really like this painting and want a little slice of Scotland in your house, this painting is available on my website at www.sketchwithbex.com. You can also find like a gallery of my work and commission information and stuff like that if you want to check that out. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. You guys are amazing. Bye!